This segment of the Bass Kayak and Beers podcast is supported in part by Douglas Outdoors, serious rods for serious anglers. Go to douglasoutdoors.com and check out their new lineup of Era rods that retail under $100. Norsk Lithium, the lithium battery that you need is just a click away. Go to norsklithium.com and check out some of the lightest lithium batteries in the market with the best warranty in the business. Mariner Sales, located in the heart of the DFW Metroplex, Mariner Sales has the largest inventory of kayak and kayak accessories in North Texas. You can also shop online at marinersales.com.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome once again to the Bass Kayak and Beers podcast. For the Dark Horse Tackle crowd, this is probably going to be like, what's going on? I started 30 minutes earlier today. I usually go live at 7:30, but I've been meaning to get Zach, Ryan, and Josh on the podcast, especially since this month they were gracious enough to honor me with being the Angler of the Month with their subscription box. So I told them, hey, we got to do a live show. But since they do a live show on Thursdays as well, we figured we'd merge them together. So for you Dark Horse Tackle fans, you're going to have to put up with me. And it's not going to be for long because once this guy's come on stage, you're probably going to even see me or hear me. They're going to take over. This blabbermouth are just going to take over the podcast. And I am absolutely will love that. We're going to be talking about the September box, and we're also going to be talking about, like the title said, early fall bites and patterns. The guys are going to share their tips on, what baits work well when we're transitioning from summer to fall, and what techniques works well as well, what colors, what baits, what cadence on your reels is going to work best as far as retrievals, all that good stuff. It's going to be great. Before we start, kind of sad news on the Bassmaster. Well, hopefully it's not sad news. Bassmaster Kayak Series, both the college and the opens, are in conjunction today, this weekend in Toledo Bend. I think his name is Peyton Hughes, one of the anglers. I think he was taking part in the college series. I'm not sure if he was also doing the Bassmaster Opens, but he is missing. He's been missing since most of the day. They have found his kayak, but they haven't found him. I really, really hope they can find him, and this turns out to be something of, that is a happy ending. That he's found safe and no worse for the wear. So thoughts and prayers to his family, his close friends that right now I'm sure are going through the motions. I don't know what the last update is, but hopefully whenever we do get an update, it's going to be the best of news that we can hope for. I'll take this opportunity to remind everybody, if you're going to be on the water, I know it's not, in most states, not a law that requires you to wear your PFDs when you're on the water, but wear it all the time. We were just talking about it. Ryan Parker and I feel the same way. When I'm on the water, if for some reason I forgot to put it on as soon as I get on my kayak, I feel naked. I feel like I'm missing a seatbelt. That being said, I'm not saying that the person, the Peyton Hughes, the person that's missing, wasn't wearing it. I'm not suggesting that. I have no clue. I'm just taking this opportunity, since we are all in that mindset of hoping and praying that he is okay, to remind everybody to just wear their PFDs. So with that being said, let's bring in our guest for today. I think I'm their guest, honestly, the way this is going to go. Let's have the Zach. I just find out the face of Oshkosh Bagosh, and I don't know, some mall in the Northeast. We have to share that video, man. That is, my mom would buy Oshkosh Bagosh, and I didn't know it was based on you and your star power.
Yeah. I've been busy ever since I was a little kid, man.
Ryan Parker, newest addition to the Dark Horse Tackle. Ryan, real quick before I bring Josh in, what's the dynamic now with Dark Horse Tackle? Like, you are obviously the pretty face among these two ugly dudes, or what's going on?
I am just a knowledgeable pro staff member that they brought me on after Kayak Adventure Series last year, and
He won.
I'm just a fellow tackle nerd. I'm always tinkering, always messing, always looking for those who are in a small shop innovating. Long before it makes it to some big box store somewhere. So it was a good fit.
Gotta agree, the stash game by itself. No disrespect to Josh, who's just coming up now, but definitely the stash game is on point, and definitely I've enjoyed having you. We've enjoyed listening to your expertise on their live shows, man. And congratulations on the Kayak Adventure Series, man. You've done an amazing job, and you're also promoting that, which is going great with the Kayak Adventure Series. Third season's coming up. All right, without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Micro Magic, Josh Shidwood.
How's it going, everybody? I finally got in here.
What's up, man?
I lost you,
Tom.
Couldn't hear you there.
Yeah, your audio went crazy. Oh, it's better now.
Not mine?
Yeah, it's better now.
All right, cool. So apologies for that. Gentlemen, so how you doing, Josh?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing good. Terrible year of fishing, but I can still talk about it, which is it's almost the same thing, because when I'm fishing, I'm talking about fishing and I'm not catching fish. And when I'm talking about fishing, I'm not catching fish. So it's pretty awesome.
Well, let's see. Where you guys want to start off? The September box?
I'd
actually, I just on what you started the show with.
Go ahead. Yes,
so I'm super comfortable on the water. I'm super comfortable in the water. Always have been, probably always will be. For the longest time, I had a life jacket on PFD, excuse me, on the boat, but I never put it on. Just never did. I started wearing it for two reasons. One, I feel responsible if anybody watches, and I don't want them to think that it's not a good idea. But number two, I learned this thing in all the different safety trainings for my job about the Swiss cheese model. And so 9 times out of 10, all the layers of Swiss cheese are not in the same, direction. They're not laid in the same direction, okay? And nothing's going to go wrong. But every once in a while, all those pieces of cheese are laid in the exact same direction, all the same way, and all the holes line up. And that's when something happens.
Yeah.
And you never know when that's going to be. So the only way you can try to control that is by making sure that they don't line up. And by the way you can do that is by wearing your PFD, doing a little bit of planning, look at where you're going before you go as best you can. There's a bunch of things you can do in preparation to make sure that those holes don't line up and put you in a bad situation. So that being said, always terrible news when you hear about somebody in the community that's in some kind of trouble. So I definitely also send in my hopes out to them and my best thoughts.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for calling it a PFD, by the way. I really,
that's why I switched. I saw you get all angsty.
You got up and left.
But seriously, I put a comment in. I said, wear your PFD. Sincerely, a guy that has fallen out of his kayak more than you have. I think more times than not, every time, I think I'm at like 65% fall out of my kayak rate. So,
that's an accurate statistic.
Yeah, and like, dude, you just don't know, man. Like, especially when you're in moving water, like, you don't know where it's going to be deep, you don't know where it's going to be shallow, and you don't know where a rock's going to be, or if a rock's going to sneak up, or if if something's going to misdirect you and send you into a rock, whatever it is. Just prepare for the, I wouldn't say the inevitable, but just, prepare for the worst, man.
Yeah, river guys too. Like, definitely just send a buddy, your wife, girlfriend, whoever, a text like where you're launching out of. That's if you plan to single access, or like leave a float plan, whatever. It's a simple thing to do, but just in case.
I've gone to the point where I haven't done this, but it's crossed my mind. I share my location with my wife on my phone when I'm on the water. Dude, like sometimes, like even an air tag, man, you put an air tag on your pocket. or something. Just, if you like, I put the phone on the kayak, on the console of the kayak. So if I fall off, then I'm not gonna have my phone with me. But like, man, putting like an AirTag on your pocket or something that helps.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. But again, we're hoping for the best, man. We're hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. Hopefully he just got out and took a leak and his boat just floated away.
And I was talking
maybe been there and done that.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have.
I was swimming.
Oh, the dude wipes come in handy. Yeah. No, and that's the other thing. Toledo Bend is a beast, man. I've fished Toledo Bend. It's a big one. Huge lake full of stumps, and when the weather hits, I've gotten where the scupper from my transducer got me hung up on a standing timber way out offshore, and waves hitting me. Fortunately, I almost knocked me off, but one of the waves actually lifted me over the tree stump and dislodged me from being stuck in there. But that could have been a worse, and it was like 40-degree water temperature, which
so it gets pretty choppy.
It can. It's a big wave.
Yeah, I've had a similar thing happen at Santee Cooper. I got wedged on a cypress knee in really 3-foot rollers, and it was like anybody's guess if I was going to get pushed off of the cypress knee or just completely flipped.
Yeah.
So fortunately, it was the better of the two scenarios, but also not warm water, not warm air temperatures.
The 120 rule, is it? I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah. Air, and if you don't know the 120 rule, air and water need to add up to 120 degrees.
Yeah.
If it's anything under that, you run a pretty high risk of hypothermia. So,
worst trouble I ever got in was on the Pocomoke River. It had rained a couple days, so I was on a tributary headed towards the river, and like I said, it had rained a couple days, so it was pretty swift, but what had happened is I was on there, and there's always a bunch of strainers, like always, they're everywhere, and the tide turned and started going out. So not only was it already high and fast, but the tide turned and it was going out, and my goodness gracious, man, it was like somebody turned on a conveyor belt. I just wasn't ready for that.
That launch we put into the last day of the Kayak Adventure series, that was sketchy.
On Saturday? Yeah, it's moving, bro. That's a good set of rapids.
It was moving, and there was really big rocks.
Yeah, Ryan.
Oh, that's one.
It's right. It's right below the fish reloading spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was spinning in circles.
That one does move.
Well, I looked behind my back and I saw this rock the size of my car, and I'm like, I'm not paddling up anymore. I'm not doing this. Zach can have it. I don't care. I'm not dying for a 12-incher, dude.
Zach's been spending too much time with me out on the rivers this year. His confidence has grown.
Well, you know how, I'm
also a little bit of a nutball.
I'm not saying Zach is the guy, because he rarely is. He likes to tell the story. He likes to put his foot up on the table with his drink in hand. But fishermen love misery. They love adding some misery to their story.
Humans love misery.
Yeah, but it gets a little special with fishing. It's like you've got the surface level of humans, and then it's like this microscopic niche where it's like, that's the worst fishing trip you've ever had. Well, I lost my leg, had to find it, put it back on, and then I won a tournament. And
fishermen are the one that spend thousands of dollars to look for misery.
Right. They like that too. Oh, you think that's bad? I've got $500 reels sitting in my car.
Or at the bottom of a lake.
Dude, I've caught 3 fish over 18 inches. You want to hear misery? That's it. 3 fish over 18 inches all year. There's your misery.
That is miserable.
It is.
Sorry.
See?
Makes me feel a bit better.
Some people can relate to that.
My collection of spotted bass today.
Oh.
You were fishing for some spots today?
I was fishing for smallies, but the old Kentucky spots wanted to play more than the smallies. So I'll take it. They all look like they've swallowed softballs now. So even though they're 12 to 14 inches, they're as fat as they can be.
So Armando,
Yes.
what'd you think of that September box? Which, by the way, you're talking about me as a kid being a model. You're our supermodel for September.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Salt and pepper.
Probably
Great
going to
box.
be the lowest selling box.
Should have been shirtless.
You don't want to see this sweater.
That's what I was saying. He's never shirtless. He's always got a vest.
It's like, what is that movie? Austin Powers?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so what do you guys want to start with the box?
I want you to
go
tell
ahead.
us what you thought of it, man.
Well, first of all, I have to say this because I know it doesn't get enough love. And somebody asked me the other day, hey, did you curate the box? Like, was it something like, no, I'm not Andrew from Dark Horse Tackle. I mean, from Tackle Talk podcast. This guy's not going to let me pick the lures. But
That's
I
not
told him,
necessarily true. We might have. We just didn't have time.
nah, no worries. But what I did say is, like, I might as well. Like, if they gave me an option, this is probably the lures that would have picked because I love a good inline spinner. This is awesome. Gold or bronze color works.
The ones
great.
you got in the box are not that fuzzy, by the way. you're
You caught it.
You're
You caught it in the background. It got
Yeah,
blurred
you're,
for a second. Yeah, it was. It was
It's
censored.
just,
That's the Carla. Or is it the Darla?
No, that's the Cole.
That's the Cole.
Yeah, think Darla Dainty.
I have no idea what you guys
There's
are.
So there's
nothing.
there's
Darla
two different.
is a lighter version. Darla Dainty. So the Darla is the lighter version. The Cole is the heavier one. Which I'm kind of excited to fish that like from now through the winter. Because
there was a
how
3/16
slow
option.
you gotta like
Oh, okay.
roll those things. I'm kind of excited about that.
I completely love the. I've always said most underrated bait ever is a inline spinner.
Yep.
By far. It'll catch anything: trout, catfish, bass, walleye. Doesn't matter. It'll catch it.
And these are kind of neat. Number one, they're simple, but they also with that 3/0 EWG on there, it's upsized for bass size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say that the small ones won't catch bass, they will, but that bigger presentation is a little nicer. For
You can
bass
you
fishing.
can beef it all up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you guys paired it up with golly, what's going on here? With the paddle tail, which is this? Tell me about this. G-Rad Baits.
New
It
company.
looks really good.
New company.
So-
Tons of products. And we tested the thin swim out a good bit. I liked its versatility a lot.
Yeah, it's a finesse swim bait, but it's a lot stouter plastic up where you need it. But the tail is like got that little rib. It tapers down nice, so it's still like super soft. It's awesome on that inline spinner. It's awesome on buzz baits. If you are an A-rig fisherman, that has been a rig staple in some parts of the country. That
I would highly recommend going to darkhorsetackle.com, picking yourself up a Bass Dope. What is it called? It's Bass Dope A-Rig. I can't remember what it's
The
called.
mini A-rig is essentially
And-
what we would call it.
Pick up some Bass Dope speedball heads, and the A-Rig, and pair it with those thin swims or thim swims.
thin swims.
Slim.
slim, thin swims.
From G-Rat. You've got yourself a deadly combinations because they are thin.
The RIP baby umbrella rig.
Yeah,
What I
that's
like
right.
about it, if you don't mind me interrupting real quick, is this ribbon on the right at the end of the tail. I think that's going to give it a great swimming action. I haven't tried it though.
It gives it a more unique action. I'll tell you
Exactly.
that.
It does.
I think
All
it's
of
gonna-
the
yeah.
all of the kick is in that last
It
like
does.
Yeah.
inch and a half, and then it has
It
this,
S
like-
waves.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
run it. I've been running it prior to release. I was running it as just a Texas rig with a nail weight shoved up. It's got a hook slot in the belly, and I just threw a nail weight up the hook slot of the belly, right in the middle, probably closer to the head. The head's got a good bit of hardness to it. I don't know if the plastic's harder up there or not, but either way, I probably caught like 18 to 20 fish on it before I had the tail bitten off. That bait would have still gone had I not swung on a fish that was about 6 inches.
And what you mentioned about the movement of the tail, it's what I like, because a lot of times, I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay.
I just said the tail goes like this.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't do the whole roll.
Yeah, it's not a
the
full
other ones
body
do.
swim bait. And I think that's why it works really well in the A-rig.
Like the kite tick is like that too, yeah.
The rig itself is the draw, and the action is so subtle, like they can't handle it.
Yeah.
I've been fishing it on that Basto for like the last couple of weeks, the mini rig, and I can't believe I haven't been bid on it yet, but tis the season. Like it's nearing very, very, very soon here. So
the other thing that I really enjoyed, obviously, is going to be the crankbait. And Zach and I were talking about this. I'm like, what crankbait do you have? And I'm like, you're going to love it, because Zach knows this, and Josh, you too. I love a crankbait that has that red belly on the bottom. I just think it just gets more bites.
It does. It absolutely does.
Eddie, go ahead.
The Scourge Zach and I made a decision this year, and that decision was we've got to provide people more crankbaits that go deeper. For the longest time, it was kind of a square bill, shallow running crankbait, shallow running jerkbait type of deal. And one thing I've been working on finding the words for, and I finally made a video about it, is a majority of your crankbait bites. And I'm not going to sit here and say the only reason you get bit on a crankbait is because of this.
Yeah.
A majority of your crankbait bites come from that bait deflecting. And when that bait deflects, that is your best chance of redirecting that crankbait. I know Ryan's chomping at the bit to talk about how you can redirect that crankbait, but naturally, if you are not as skilled as Ryan Parker, the best way to redirect your crankbait and generate that reaction strike is to let it pound the bottom.
Yes.
And the Scourge will get down there. I threw it a lot today, actually, in like 4 feet of water, and it was all over the place, dude. I really liked the way it was going.
So, quick question, because I want to let Ryan Parker take over once I finish asking about this. But I'm impressed that this goes all the way to 7-9 feet deep. Mm-hmm. I have to ask you, what is the reasoning? And I'm not questioning it, just to inform myself and listeners. Why is the difference in hook? Like, you can tell the front hook is a lot bigger than the back
you've got a number 6 on the
is.
front and a number 8 on the back, and the reason for that is very simple. It's to give you as much hook as we possibly can without them tangling.
Yep.
So we had two options. We could put 2 number 8s on it, or we could put a number 6 on the front and a number 8 on the back. If you put 2 number 6s on there, they can lock and tangle. So that is just very simply to give you as much possible hook on the bait to increase your catch ratio, your hookup ratio. That's what that's for.
This is what I love about Dark Horse Tackle and you guys. It's the nerdy behind this. Like, there's a method to the madness.
If you do the like different size hooks, because you can take other crankbaits and do this same thing for weighting purposes, but you usually want the bigger hook on the belly hook hanger, because that's the balance point of most crankbaits, is like right around that point. So like, and you can do this with jerk baits and stuff like that too. But like, I do this a lot with like flat sides in wintertime. I start to like use like suspend strips and dots, or I'll upsize that front hook a little bit to get it to stop and more like kind of suspend nose down more. There's like, so if you do have 2 different size hooks, always put the bigger one on the belly weight.
It helps keep it a little snagless. To interject real quick, it's not even the nerdy part, Armando. What it was a long time ago, And I'm not as big of a quality. I wouldn't say the word quality. I'm not as big of a stickler as Zach is. But we came eye to eye one day while we were packing boxes, and I said, hey, I'm really tired of people using the wrong hooks. Because we were running into hooks being not only too big, but a lot of times we would run into some baits having different hooks than the other baits. And we found a way to eliminate that. We hook our own baits.
That's right.
It's more giving you what you need to eliminate frustration. It's a customer service thing. It's not even like there's really no science behind it. You can apply science to it, but ultimately we want you to spend your time fishing and not digging treble hooks out of the
Yeah,
treble.
but do you guys just use, whatever bulk cheap hooks?
No, we don't. We use BK hooks.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're really good hooks.
No, quality. Okay, so being a small business, there's two things that I think are the absolute most important things that we can possibly do. Number one, customer service. Number two, quality control. They have to be.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. But quality control and customer service are the most important things that a small business can do, because it is one way that they can assure that they're doing something that those big companies have a much harder time doing.
Yep, it keeps people there. It keeps people where we need them, and that is our customer.
Yeah.
You would not even believe the slightest things will upset people, and we have to take all of it into accountability. As difficult as it can be sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you get people saying like, "Hey, my crankbait filled up with water." I mean, come on. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Dude, I remember a guy wanted a replacement once. We had just dropped our first line of custom crankbaits. This was back in the Crate Joy days. Actually, back in the Crate Joy days. We're still in the Crate Joy days because they.
No, we're not. No, we're officially
We just
not.
broke free of the chains of Crate
Yes.
Joy. But Crate Joy was our old website operating system, and this was back on our original site. We did a run of 5 square bills and 5 jerkbaits. This dude bought a jerkbait and he bought a square bill. Sends pictures. They're both like broken in half. And he's like, yeah, I need replacements. I banged these off the bridge and they both broke. This is terrible quality. And I'm like, dude, you can't just throw your baits at the wall and expect to get a replacement. Like any other circumstance, you could have lied and been like, yeah, man, this thing broke on a fish. I'd have been more. Oh, nice. Yes. Absolutely jump to.
Which, by the way, I would like to let all of the Dark Horse Tackle listeners know that Armando is the comment czar. We don't actually have access to them on this StreamYard. So
I do.
I don't.
I'm trying to put them up all together.
I don't think I can put them up, but.
Well, it's there. They right there when Ryan. Well,
Yeah.
My vantage points where Ryan.
As a guest when using my iPad as a guest, I can't. I have to utilize this iPad app when I'm a guest, when I'm not, coming from our studio. So
Right.
like I have very limited things. So I didn't realize that it was just because of that. So, but anyways,
By the way, hold up. Let me interrupt real quick. I forgot. We're doing a giveaway today, so everybody that we're giving away one of the boxes for September.
Oh, nice.
We're also doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
Are you also doing a giveaway? So
Yeah.
how do you want to do it?
Well,
Well-
no. Why don't you let Armando go ahead?
Yeah.
Well,
Ours is going to take
Hashtag
some time.
Hashtag Dark Horse Tackle. Put it on the comment section. It has to be not Instagram. Sorry for those Instagram, but it's hard for us to go back and forth with the Instagram. So on Facebook or YouTube, either account, it could be the Dark Horse Tackle or my account. Just put hashtag Dark Horse Tackle. Want to give away? We'll pick it at the end. If you can stick around till the end, that's fine. Just come back, watch the show, and we'll announce it at the end. And when we announce it, and if it's you, just come up to the just email me. I'm sorry, not
Come up to
Just-
Armando's door, knock 3 times.
Just message me through Facebook and Instagram with your information, address, name and address, so I can send it to you. All right.
Very
Go ahead.
nice.
Continue. As you were.
Josh?
We're okay. Yes. So we are doing.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
giveaway.
Can Eli? He already gets a box. Can he?
He can't enter.
Eli,
Yeah, you can't
he
have
wins
it.
Everything. He wins everything.
Yeah, Eli, you're done. You already have a box. I'm not giving you another one.
Eli.
I'm gonna hit Eli up if
I
I
love
need to
Eli.
try and win concert.
We love you, Eli,
tickets.
but come on.
Yeah, listen, if you ever are looking for something that was super custom that we used to have but we don't anymore, hit up Eli. He probably has 4.
Yeah, literally 4 or 5. He's got thousands of dollars of free Dark Horse tackle gear because he participates more than you.
Yes, that's right.
But we are doing our own giveaway. We are very close to our 5,000th Shopify customer. And the way this works is our 5,000th Shopify customer will receive a $100 Dark Horse Tackle gift card, whomever that may be.
Yep. And you don't know till you order.
And you don't know till you order. I'm
So
not
if
going
your
to
if your number 5,000, I mean, we're very close. If your order number 5,000, expect a $100 gift card and some hoopla.
It is close. It's not like we're at like 502 or 4,750. Okay, or either way, you're not going to know unless you know.
But yeah,
Well, that-
$100 gift card automatic.
That's interesting. I casted a couple baits off today because I'm still learning this stuff.
And Eli, you could win this one.
Are we letting him participate?
Not
We're gonna let him
no,
participate
not
in the $100
yours.
gift
Oh, that one. Okay, that one.
Not yours. I don't care who orders it. If you're ordering and paying for baits, I don't care who you are. You get it.
All right.
Yeah,
So far, I got Michael and Stoneman and Sons Lure Company. So
Yeah.
Anybody else remember? Let me. All right, keep going, guys. Sorry.
So I want to talk.
Oh, you're
I want
good.
to go back to the crankbait. And
Yeah, get in there.
Go ahead, get in
and
there.
Change it because I alluded to it in a comment I think on Instagram, and I said I was going to talk about it. So I want to be a man of my word here. And you can make crankbaits change direction with the reel, like the rod, like. And this time of year when you like when you're kind of like if you find like the bass that are really eating offshore.
Can you do this if your reel is not connected with Bluetooth?
Yes,
Yeah,
I've done it. But it's even easier if you do it with Bluetooth, dude.
I just wanted to check.
Way easier.
You're always sidetracking
Oh,
me.
come on.
So like if you've noticed it, or if you have like electronics, that's the best way to see it. You'll see like the bait real balled up and the bass have them like shoved against the top of the water, right? That's one of the areas they like to trap them. If you say like, and sometimes this happens over like 30 feet of water, but the bottom of the bait is like 8 feet down, right? Like big giant schools of shad. So I usually I'll pick a bait that runs about 10 feet, 8, 9, 10 feet. And I'll crank it down to that depth. And then I'll just start like real twitchy, like start, stop. And the bait just starts to look weird down there. And it changes directions a lot.
We're about to get real scientific.
Well, yeah.
I got more to add to it, so keep going.
I was about to say there's another bait in this box that can do this also.
What?
Not yet. Not yet.
We'll keep it to crankbaits for now.
We'll get there. All right. The crankbaits. So changing your retrieve speed, start, stop. It gets the thing to start jumping around, jerking around, changing direction. It makes it look different. It can basically freak the school of shad out too, and fire up all of the bass. For all of you folks that are familiar with tactical bassin, it sounds like this: burn, pause, burn, pause, burn, pause, burn, pause, burn, pause, burn, pause. Okay,
well, let me correct you. It's tactical bassin. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin.
So
I'm making fun. I love those guys.
To get tactical here, we brought up the word cadence earlier. One of my favorite things to do with deep diving crankbaits is fish them in water that is not only way too shallow, but also a little bit too deep. And one thing I really like to do with deep diving crankbaits is once I get to the optimal depth, let's say I'm fishing 16 feet of water, the school is 14 feet down, and there's a pile of bait fish 12 feet deep. All right? Exactly like Ryan said. But what I'll do is I will or I won't. It just depends. I've got one crankbait with suspend dots on it that will not rise, and it possibly slow sinks. Then I've got a very high floating, buoyant plastic crankbait. I'm always using
which is the Scourge. That thing pops up.
Right. It comes up. So I'm using one that either floats high quick or it doesn't float at all. And once I get it down there, it's jerkbait time. I am twitch, and really not necessarily pausing, just boom, boom. Or I'll drag it, and then with my slack line on that drag, I'll take that rod tip and just up real quick. Just up it. Wrist action only. Just a quick pull and pop. Just like a Texas rig. And that little freak out right there, like Ryan said, it's either going to freak the bait fish out and fire it up, or it's just going to trigger that reaction out of the bass, and they're going to go for it. That is a tactic I have used on hard baits of all kinds forever. Spinner baits, lipless crankbaits, jerk baits, any bait that you can get down to a certain depth. Once you're at that depth you want it to be, you got to do something to entice the fish. You got to incite the reaction. Create your own reaction strike, because the reaction is always there. You can always get a bass to react because it's very natural for them to react. So if something is presenting as not only fleeing, but potentially losing its life, that will get a bass more interested than just your normal cadence of doing this. A lot of time, if you watch bass in shallow water and you just run a crankbait by their head with your rod tip up and it's just swimming naturally, they'll let it go. They don't care. But if you pause it, or I don't know, have you guys ever, this happens to me a lot. And my dad and I made a joke about it a long time when we used to fish tournaments together. We'd be throwing crankbaits, and we'd be reeling, and we'd hit something hard, and we'd lose our handing on our reel. Yep. And the second we gained our handing back,
see, I don't like to call it a pause, because a pause
a pause signifies
that you go you stop it and it's
okay. Time to reel. No, it's not. It's exactly. It's just a pop. It's just a boop. Yep. It's a blip.
Let me ask you this, Ryan.
It is like you change your cadence by like an eighth of a turn of the reel handle. Like that.
Yes.
Like, that's it. Just this split second thing.
Yeah, but saying burn, eighth of a change in your cadence reel, burn, eighth of a change.
Oh,
in your cadence
I know.
reel.
It just doesn't
way harder.
I prefer it.
Let me ask you this, Ryan, because I learned this from Casey Reed on the podcast. Probably one of the best kayak anglers with a crankbait. I don't know if you all know Casey Reed, but that's his bread and butter. One of the things that I learned is he would say, like, a lot of people say when you feel like, in order to avoid getting hung up, if you feel like you hit something, pause it. And his version of it was like, don't ever do that. If you feel like even if it's just a hung up, you may stop reeling, but pull that. Like you were setting the hook, because what his version of it is like, if it just hit a branch or rock that's gonna get about hung up, the last thing is you want to do is you want to stop it. You want to like rip it through it.
Yeah.
Rip it through it. And
if you think about it, like the crankbait's running like this, the hooks are on this side.
Exactly.
Of it. This is so if it does hang up on something,
that's not a crankbait.
I know. This is an instructional glide bait right now.
Yeah, whatever, man.
It was just sitting here. Okay. Yeah, it's running like this. So like if you pause it, it rights itself and it exposes those hooks to the snag. So Like if you feel like you're starting to get hung up, that's really what that is you're usually feeling your line hitting that first. And so you can kind of like slowly move it up. And when you really feel that contact, rip it. And it pops it, like it sends the back of the bait over the snag and keeps the hooks out of
Continued momentum.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
But it
also
is like a really crazy, like,
so this
speed direction, like
this is stuff that you start to learn and become fluent with once you start to gleam the cube of bass fishing and become a Jedi master. Like Rick Clunn knows by the change in the vibration of his bait that he actually just missed a fish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't even have to hit it. But this is some crazy, like this is some crazy Jedi shit here. Like it really is. But I know what you're talking about. I've experienced it a few times, but my fingers don't feel so well anymore. But that's some gleam in the cube shit.
I've had days, like some pre-spawn bite days that, like, the best way I can explain, like, I was like, oh, I'm about to get bit, and it was cranking, like deep cranking, main lake points and flats, but it was like the difference was the bottom composition was all the same, but there were only little patches with zebra mussels, so it was like going from like 80 grit sandpaper to 60 grit. That's how I explained it to like my buddy that was out there. I was like, no, when you feel it, like it's gonna get a little bit rougher, and he was like, I can't feel that. I was like, well, but like whenever I felt those areas, like I would just slow it down and I would just start worming that crankbait real slow through this area and just.
I know that we're talking about crankbaits right now, but I do want to let everybody know one way to increase the haptics from your bait on the bottom, if you're using like a worm or a drop shot or something like that needs a weight, is to use tungsten. And Dark Horse Tackle actually has tungsten on the website now. Wicked weights. If you are a subscriber to the box, you get 10% off automatically. No code, no nothing. It knows you're a subscriber to the box or the pack, and we'll give you 10% off.
Look at that plug. Wow.
A little commercial break.
That was impressive. Slow clap. Man.
I feel like we need to segue now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Next bait.
Yeah, no, you completely ruined Ryan Parker's momentum, but of course you need to
Josh and I were starting to go further into a tackle.
Yeah.
You can't ruin
crankbaits have a built-in deflector in them. And guess what it is? It's the same thing that gets them down there.
The bill.
Yeah.
No, you can't ruin Ryan Parker's momentum. Trust me, there's more.
No. And
it'll be back.
Said, like, there's another bait in this box that this whole real
keep it moving.
Deal.
Keep it moving.
It works really well with, and that would be the Deeks Dixon bladed jig.
The double D, if you will.
Yeah, double D, if you will. That same like hiccup in the reel cadence will send your bladed jig off to one side or the other. What brand of boxes do I use for terminal? I use a no-name Amazon box. It's a double-sided thing. If you're familiar with the Spro waterproof like double-sided boxes, it's basically the extra large version of that.
So this is I can't help it. It's not a small business, but I have found the best terminal holder ever. And it is 100% my most favorite way to carry terminal, and that is the Great Lakes Finesse Terminal Wallet. I highly, highly recommend it. It's worth every single freaking penny.
Not a small business.
It's not, but I don't know. I'm just telling you. Because you can actually, it's made so that each of the sleeves, which by the way have a Ziploc made of heavy duty plastic, you can actually put the package in there.
Huh.
So you always have I'm telling you, Todd, that is my recommendation. I know you didn't ask me, but I'm here on screen, so I'm going to tell you anyways.
I don't carry all that much, and I have like I have my big like Plano Edge terminal box. That's kind of
you got your wicked weights in your box, and you're good.
I need
that's
something
my
to
base
fit.
camp, and I just take this little one with me, and I just restock it because the likelihood of me breaking off, 6 quarter-ounce weights in a day is pretty unlikely. So I carry 4
But
of
not
them,
impossible.
which is overkill. No, it's not impossible.
Just ask me, buddy.
You guys know at this point, like I throw 30-pound braid is kind of my go-to line for.
Yeah, you said quarter
everything.
ounce, which actually had me in disbelief because I've never seen you throw anything a quarter ounce.
We haven't lake fished much.
Ryan actually he measures his weights in shit tons.
Yeah.
I was flipping 2 ounces on a river a couple weeks ago. So.
Holy crap!
That's actually a neat thing. Why do professional anglers and tournament anglers tend to use a lot heavier weights than anybody else that fishes is comfortable with? The answer: they're more efficient.
They're better than you also.
Yeah, and
they're way better than you.
Ryan
they can control a half ounce and 3/4 ounces way better than I can.
Ryan actually told us before we got on here, he says, listen, guys, I just want you to know I'm better than you guys, and I'm better than everybody else.
I send them that text every morning. Just
a reminder. It's a placekeeper. It's good to know where you're at.
He sends me a picture of what's behind him every morning. He's like, what's your wall look like in your basement? And I'm like, well, I've got this up hiding the blank shelf that I have behind me.
Good morning. Enjoy your coffee.
Yeah.
Are you on your way to work? I'm on my way to the river right now.
Yeah, but I actually just entered a pot tournament on Turning X, so I think I'm going to add some more hardware to the wall. He takes screenshots of all his wins on Turning X and prints them off at the local library.
Who owns a printer anymore?
Another $25 for me, baby.
I spend it all at the library printing all those things off, though.
That's right. Hilarious. Kinko's is going to rip me for this.
Does Kinko still exist?
Yeah.
It does?
It's FedEx Kinko's. It's FedEx
Oh, yeah,
Kinko's.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I got one
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Are we moving on to the next bait, or are we?
Let's do it.
Let's get back around to that bladed jig.
Armbar me, will you?
Now you ruined it, Ryan. Before we go into that, I wanted to save the chatterbait for the bladed jig for the end. But talk to me about this, because this seems like a fluke. But what I really, really like about it,
it ain't no fluke, baby.
Exactly, is
a fluke, but it isn't. It's so much more.
This little it's on the back of it.
It's a power glide.
It's a power glide.
Other than what it's going to be paired with on this box, you know what I really feel it's going to be great at? Like a donkey rig.
Yes.
It could.
The first thing I saw is like, man, this is going to be a good donkey rig.
Hear me out, Armando.
Go ahead.
Donkey rig it with another bait either in front of it or behind it. You're welcome.
All right. Said the guy that only caught 3 18-inch fishes here.
It excels at something else.
Hey, man, I've got ideas.
It is.
I just can't prove
it. Do it, Ryan.
It's a phenomenal topwater.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
So it floats.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Think more like Buzz Toad.
Cool.
Yeah, just
like
burn it across the top. It just leaves this little bubble trail.
I've caught so many huge bass. Sorry to interrupt, Brian. I caught so many huge bass I used the horny toad, but I've also used the one that was on the Dark Horse tackle box in Cattle Lake, the
urban outlaws,
the Bisbait.
Nah.
You got a top water on a few months, last year.
Yeah.
Earlier this year.
Toads?
Oh, yeah, 412 toad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good bait.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's got 2 little paddle feet on it.
On a single hook, on a spinning reel, dude, I've hammered them.
I
get more bites than any topwater frog.
I love topwater soft plastics on straight braid with a spinning rod. I think it is the most efficient way to fish them. I think you have more control than you do with a bait caster.
Binya, you already messed it up, bro. Like you were fired before you were hired, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
So that one's that's the 4 1/4.
Yep.
It's Big Brother, the 5 1/2 that's over in the bait shop also. Both of them work equally well at this. But they're like, the cool thing about it is like, if a fish comes up and hits it and misses, or is just hitting it closed mouth to stun it, you can kill it and twitch the bait, or just really slow swim it like a little finesse swim bait, and it still has all the action in the world. And they will come back around.
It's the Power Glide as a topwater. I think of it as you picture somebody that's tap dancing, right? Well, they're still tap dancing.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
But they've got felt pads on their taps.
Ooh.
So it goes
enough
from
to annoy you.
Yeah, it goes
dancing's
from
really damn annoying.
to it's toned down, and sometimes I'm telling you, especially when you're doing top water, changing the sound is everything.
If you feel like it's too much, if you feel like what you're throwing is too much, run a Power Glide as a top water. We went, Zach and I, when we were first testing the 5 1/2 inch, I back when I was catching fish over 18 inches, slayed them one day just on a June bug Power Glide and lily pads. Literally, not really even just straight retrieve, dude. Just rod tip up, letting it rip. Like, not even just like here's the thing. A lot of people will be like, you're going too fast with your topwater. Dude, if they're eating topwater, you can't go fast enough. You cannot go too fast.
I don't know about that, but
I do.
You can't.
Have you ever seen a shad try to escape a bass? You cannot reel that fast. So if you're reeling slower than the shad, but fast enough to make you uncomfortable, that's where you need to be.
You're in the sweet spot.
Yeah. The 4 1/4 I like throwing on a spinning setup. The 5 1/2, it's heavy enough that you can throw. I throw that on a medium heavy bait caster, like 7.3, and I can launch it.
Obviously, I'm going to throw both on a BFS.
Yep. With a 5/8 ton weight.
Yeah.
I like them on the 330 seconds like owner twist lock, the real like the small gap hook, because it isn't a tall bait.
The only time he's finesse fishing is when he's topwater fishing. But he's in 1 foot of water throwing 2 ounces of a freaking Tokyo rig.
Yeah.
Crystal clear water.
You can joke all you want, but look at those trophies on the backyard.
Armando, I get reminded every day. You don't have to remind me.
No, there is something. Well, when they get in that real shallow, like clear water, like where we were in the Allegheny, like the Power Glide was like that was one of my top performers as a top water, because everything else was a little overpowered.
Came through everything.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead. I'm finished your thought. I apologize.
No, Josh finished it. So we had a lot of grass coming up in that river, and when you rig it with that little like the small owner hook, it's like everything's compact. There's nothing to get hung up on anything. So it comes through like matted vegetation, lily pads, like everything. It just comes right through it. So that was a big player.
Why is it? Because I was interested and I haven't used it yet. I haven't had a chance to go fishing, but I noticed when you were talking about the Power Glide, I'm like, what are we talking about? I thought it was a power. I didn't read the name of it. It's, by the way, it's from Swamp Pro, which you guys had on your box. Since I don't know when. They have great soft plastics.
Good friends. Good friends at Dark Horse Tackle.
So this is what it looks like on the side, and this is what it looks like from the top. So why is it called a strictly talking out of ignorance because I haven't used it? Why is it called a Power Glide? This is like a glide bait?
I don't know.
It does have a tendency to glide on the fall because it has that horizontal tail.
Okay.
And I think maybe that's what, but like I think the power part comes from the fact that you can burn it. You can fish it like a little swim bait. You can buzz it on the top.
So you want to have some fun with it gliding, hook it up with which by the way is available at darkhorsetackle.com. Hook it up with a scamper rig from Core Tackle.
By the way, let me say this. before I met you guys, I've never been big on subscription boxes, but I tried it for 1 year. I OHIV, I didn't win money, but I went from skunking to like, what do I have? I have an hour to go. What do I have? I got this stuff that came on Dark Horse Tackle. It's called Core Tackle. What was it? Ozark Rig. I've never even heard of this, but came on the box. Let me try it. 5 fish in 30 minutes. Ended up in the top 10. Fished it on biggest bass on my last tournament, Ozark Rig. The fish that I've caught on your monthly subscription box that I'm from last year that I'm still catching and that I'm still going back to your website and buying. Ozark Rig, some of the crankbaits. But man, that's what I want to communicate to people that are watching is like, give it a chance because you're going to find baits that you probably would have never thought of using that it could end up being the best bait you've ever used, and it's going to be your all-time confidence bait moving forward. Core Tackles, Ozark Rig, and I'm not affiliated with them. You guys, I'm no longer affiliated with Dark Horse Tackle, and I still love you guys, but that bait...
Except for all those weird pics he sends us at 2 a.m.
Well, that's something else.
Unsolicited dink pics.
That's more like...
Nice.
Michael Bradley asked a question. Do you ever fish at weightless? Yes, I do. I like to nose hook it. I take like a little, your standard like 1/0.
Especially that 4 1/4.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll do that tomorrow.
And I actually take for these baits, I've figured out that if you take a screw lock and you run it down like, we're going to use the
this is not a power glide.
This is not a power glide. The instructional glide bait. Run a screw lock down vertical through the nose and then run your hook through that screw. Because that nose is wide and you can do that, but it makes your bait go from lasting like 4 fish to like 14 fish.
Yeah.
It's substantial.
That's the glide bait he uses in court. Like, where did the bass bite it?
Can you put up that comment from the clumsy? Can you put up that comment from the clumsy kayak angler? I'm
is that Cam Steele? Where is he?
I want to see it. There's a comment from the clumsy kayak angler. I see.
Says,
and that's pretty neat.
That bait would be killer on a shaky head. Hopping on
I
the
missed
bottom.
that one. There it is. Is
There
it
you
this
go.
one? I missed that one.
Yeah.
It almost makes me want to put it on a wobble head.
That's
Right.
Cam Steele, right?
I don't know who it is, but that's
Maybe even a
that's
free
really
rig.
neat.
It would glide really well on the free rig, I think.
Oh yes, it is Cam. Cam, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing great, man.
Yeah, I think on the free rig, it would glide very well because it does have that very horizontal kind of glidey fall.
I'm going to try it first of all with the other bait that's on the box, which I'm assuming is what it's intended for. But I'm really interested in finding with a donkey rig.
Oh yeah.
So that's you were singing our praises a couple seconds ago there, and I appreciate it, Armando. But
and I'm being honest. I'm not.
I know.
I don't make money out of the same.
The one thing I do want to say that I can guarantee is that, especially with the boxes and the packs, everything we do is done with purpose. Like, we are never just chucking. Everything we do is done with purpose, and it's got you guys and our customers and your efficiency on the water in mind. It's very important to us.
I want to jump on a soapbox on this because this is near and dear to my heart, and you might see this come up with Hobie being bought by Bass Pro Shops. And this is an overall comment. This is not just about that, but it speaks to what I love about Dark Horse Tackle. Now, I've worked on airline business before. My wife used to work for a company that was just privately owned and got bought or absorbed by a bigger company that is a public company. So I don't think people understand this, and this applies to bass fishing as far as tackles and boats and kayaks and all that. Once a public trade company buys a small company, my wife experienced that. She's found a new job because of this. It's no longer about the customers. It is about the state shareholders. That I'm telling you from experience. That's I'm not trying to make a social political statement. That's what capitalism is. It's what are we going to do to keep the shareholders happy? That every single decision is going to be based on that, not on anything else.
Do you ride a hoagie by chance?
I do have a hoagie.
I have a feeling the first thing to go will be their customer service model. You will be dealing with Bass Pro Shop.
Their customer service model actually has been gone.
But I'm not going to complain about Bass Pro Shop customer service because they're great as well. But we don't. I'm not going to dive into that. This is not about. This is about Dark Horse Tackle.
Okay.
Let's keep it in there because what I love about you guys is you don't care because you're privately owned, like other companies, about the shareholders. Innovations. I read an article about this, and again, I'm steering away from this, but it's going to be brief. About how when Steve Jobs was still the head of Apple, he refused to do business in a way or merge with another company because it was stockholders and innovation would suffer. Since Steve Jobs passed away and the person that is now ahead of Apple has merged with that company or has done business the way that Steve Jobs would have not allowed, because innovation was going to suffer because it's going to be based on what is going to make their shareholders happy. And you've seen
and
it
what makes
iPhone,
them happy is money.
Not exactly. So what I love about you guys, and I don't want to go informational on this, is that you guys, when you talk about the hook side difference on this, there's a method to the madness on your crankbaits, the belly color, what we talked about, the innovations in the design of the tail. No, this is not made by Dark Horse Tackle, but you partnered up with G-Rad because of their innovations of their soft plastic. That is the type of decisions that are made in order to be customers happy and not shareholders happy.
I got to say something about G-Rad. So we this is our first the thin swim or the thim swim. Is that's our first bait that we've ever put in a box from G-Rat. And I gotta tell you, my contact with G-Rat, I think they have like 5 employees and 2 of them are owners. It's not a lot. But this dude literally is so excited about the baits that they get, and like, even if I'm not in like a recent conversation with him, like, this dude texts me and is like, dude, we just got this thing, like, check it out, blah, blah, blah. Like, they are legitimately super excited about what they do, and
they're
like,
gamers,
dude, the communication and the just excitement about the product and its efficacy, and it's maddening. I love it. Like, I love it. And listen, G-Rat is probably on the higher end of as far as size goes, of small business. Like, they're very successful. And they've done a good job. They're still American small business, but they're a little on the higher end. They're not this stuff isn't happening in a garage anymore. Mm-hmm. But the love is there. And it's very evident. It's badass.
Well, that's where that's where the innovation's happening, though, is the smaller shops that aren't trying to cater to shareholders, because they still get to tinker and innovate and like try new things, because it's okay to take risk and it's okay to try something new, because if it flops, oh well, we'll just move on to the next. But.
Yeah, you're not going to get fired,
and you need to be innovative to stand out from the
right.
Innovation breeds competition.
Exactly,
that is the old adage. And a word on our stakeholders, our shareholders, our stockholders, the people who drive our company to innovation is not only our customers, but anybody that interacts with us. Period. Is we are a private company. It is literally just Zach and I, but everybody that interacts with us does change the way the wheels and the cogs move.
Oh, I'm, and sometimes to Josh's chagrin, I am listening. Anybody that sends me any message whatsoever, I am listening.
No,
and it does get talked about.
We just had a great conversation, you and I.
Yep.
And yesterday about this, and it was refreshing to hear like opinions are valued.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. So did we make our way through that?
We
not
got,
yet. We got it. We got some more.
We got the. Let me enter here. Lawrence Martinez info here to the Wheel of Fortune. So I make sure.
Does he get like? Does he? Does the woohoo give him an extra point? Is that double?
Nah.
But hey,
we appreciate the enthusiasm. Though.
Yes, we appreciate
newly adopted son in Texas here.
Oh, nice.
Martinez. Just moved to Texas, and he's finding out real quick why everything is bigger in Texas. So he's getting.
That sounded kind of dark there, Armando.
Well, you see, talking about bass, man. All right, so let's get this show back on track here.
This one,
Deeks. Oh, wait, the name's not gonna help. Deeks. Chatterbait.
Deeks and Dixon.
Oh, yes, that's it.
The double D.
I love the muted color.
Why is there two companies? Is it the double D? Is it?
I'll tell you why.
Like Evergreen and Seaman thing.
Pretty much.
So Deeks is a jig builder. Okay. And what he did, Andrew Dixon is a custom crankbait painter, a very talented one. So what happened is Deeks had his model of bladed jig, and he actually on I'm not going to use this right, but I'm going to try anyways. On behest of Dark Horse Tackle, hey, I'm trying. So he sent the heads over to Andrew Dixon to have them not only hand painted but hand foiled. Those heads are actually foiled and hand painted, just to give them a little more pop, a little more pizzazz, a little more ra-cha-cha.
Oh, it's got some ra-cha-cha to it, dude. Just wait till you throw it.
All right. So first of all, what I love about it is Zach and I were talking about this, and we talked about two things about the box: the red belly on the crankbait, and the other thing he mentions, Armando, you're gonna love the chatterbait because you remember, Zach, why am I gonna love this chatterbait?
Direct connect,
and I think this is not spoken enough. Every time you see a crankbait that the blade is directly connected to the jig head, instead of having an O-ring in between, is the key. I will not buy a chatterbait or just bladed jig unless it's connected. And the reason for it is, and for those that don't know, the reason why you don't see many of them, because up until I think a couple of years ago, that was one of the patents for Z-Man. So nobody could have a bladed jig that was directly connected.
The patent is just up. It's literally just up, like fresh. Yeah,
exactly.
Fresh,
that's why you see the Evo from Z-Man came out, because they no longer have to. The reason why Evergreen and Z-Man came together is because of design of the jig head, and what was why the jackhammer was so popular is because the design of the jig head that I'm assuming, I'm not know for sure, that Evergreen came up with is the blade when it rips through the water. So when that movement comes, the blade is going like this, is hitting the jig head. And this is why the jackhammer, now the Evo, are so popular, because when this is ripping through the water, this blade is hitting the head and it's causing this clicking sound, which actually kind of mimics a fleeing crawfish. You ever seen a fleeing crawfish? What they do is they'll snap their tail and bounce out of there. So that little flick of their tail causes a clicking sound. And in my opinion, this is what has separated the jackhammer from any other bladed jig out there. And now that patent is up, this company, Dixon has really, the design on the jig head on this is awesome because it is a wide head.
Turn that a little bit so we can see that hand foiled paint job on the head.
That's the other thing. The other thing that the jackhammer had is that the color design, the eyes popping out, the 3D eyes instead of just being drawn. This, I haven't used this, but I got a feeling I'm gonna love this.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah,
you're gonna like it.
I am gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna argue with you just a little bit here.
How
Armando.
dare you, sir?
And just like top water,
yep.
And changing sounds. I firmly believe that there are times when you need to cool it a little bit, and bladed jigs that do have a split ring sometimes are a better answer when you need to cool it a little bit. Because it's a different sound. Now, the one I'm going to speak about right now is in a whole different category, and that's the HH micro. Blade.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 split rings. Okay, so that blade is actually pretty far away. And I am telling you right now, it is one of the most effective baits I've ever used in my entire life. People say, oh, if it has a split ring, it doesn't start right away.
It is an immediate startup. That little thing is, yeah.
Immediate.
I like a lot of the bladed jigs. Go ahead, Ryan.
That one particularly, like Eli and I were just talking about this the other day about how the HH micro blade is like, it's a phenomenal crawdad imitator if you fish it on the bottom, because you get a little bit of the clatter of just the blade, just the hardware vibrating, but like it's a little 2.5-inch like nugget, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been fishing this in like dirtier water, like when you really have the fish like, okay, I know they're in there somewhere, and they just need a little extra to help find it. Like, I'll just throw that in there, let it sink down to the bottom like a jig, and I'll just give it these little rips, and I'll just kill it, and I'll just let it sit, and they will find it. But that thing, just because of that immediate startup, I don't have to pull, like, not 6-inch rips. I mean, like, little 3-inch hops, but it's just brr, brr, brr. And that, like, that alone,
haptics,
like, it's just
the haptics on that bait are fantastic.
Yeah, it's just another way to fish that thing that I think a lot of people think bladed jig and they don't think crawdad or bottom, fish it on the bottom and stuff like that. It's, but yeah, like just the other day, Eli and I were talking about how good of a bottom contact bait the micro blade is.
Now, even though I argued with you, I'm going to agree with you. There is a reason why the direct connect is so successful.
So I like the split rings. I like them both. They each have their place. The adaptation of understanding the difference between the two is huge. One thing that I really like about split
nuance.
Rings, yes. One thing I really like about the split rings is sometimes mid stroll, right? Mid cadence. That split ring will kind of catch for a second. And when that split ring catches, that bait that's doing this just goes like this. It's going straight for 40 feet and then immediately just decides to cut right and then catches right back. They hunt very well, and in the midst of a big pool, I like using them for big pools. So when the water starts to cool down, generating that reaction strike, as you're doing a big sweep with it, it's catching, disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting very fast. So that blade is going like this. And it's just shake, 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 stop, shake, 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 shake. Similar to what we were just talking about with crankbaits. That 1/8 of a real turn is your stop. And that bait, the hiccup will keep it. No. The motion seeker is the one I'm speaking of specifically. It will
the motion seeker is a drunken mermaid.
Yes.
You almost can't control it.
It is.
It's the only other one I keep on my bait wall.
like you almost can't control it. It literally you're gonna reel it and you're gonna use your rod to try to direct it, but it's gonna go wherever the hell.
And you're gonna hurt after you're done using it because that thing catches water. like crazy.
Yeah.
It
But
dumps hard.
anyway,
If you are accustomed to the jackhammers, Evos, and stuff, you're gonna like the Deeks. It's
Oh yeah.
That big white head you pointed out, Armando. It skips like a dream.
That's the other thing.
Absolute dream.
You skip that on their docks. That is just a magnet. Like I've won money on tournaments just skipping a good old jackhammer on the docks and just ripping it back to the boat, and it just catches them, man. Especially on hot summer days, that is the ticket.
Yeah, I do the same thing with root balls on the river, like all the time. I usually throw it on like 8 to 1 or 9 to 1 reel, so I can move it like as soon as it hits the water type thing.
So
we got a request. Hold up. Can Seth give
man.
us tactical bass version of shake, shake,
I don't
shake?
remember him saying shake, shake, shake. If he did say shake, 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 it would be shake, shake, shake.
Yeah.
But Armando, we've shown all the baits in the September box, but what we haven't shown is what I pour a ton of heart and soul and effort and work into, which is the brochure from the September box.
Oh well, I didn't want to be the one.
He threw it away.
I didn't want to be the one that comes
I
up
saved
with
the
that.
best for last.
Why don't we just show that?
You want to start with Mr. September on the calendar?
Yeah, Mr.
September.
September.
It is.
Woo!
It feels weird watching my picture on a dark horse.
In the comments, how many of you would actually like to see a Dark Horse Tackle calendar?
I would love it.
What's going to be on the calendar?
I'm
Mr.
all
September.
about it. We have to have a calendar that's just like on the fridge. My wife's like, she's like an analog person where like it just sticks if she writes it down better. And so I would love.
I mean, we could
Horse.
do a Dark Horse Tackle calendar. That's in the realm of possibility.
Yes, you did, Eli.
Yes,
Yep,
you did,
you missed
Eli.
it.
You really did, and you.
Good job, Eli. Your fingers run deep into the Dark Horse
called
Tackle
you
world,
out
but you
too
missed this
for the stuff that we were talking about the other day. And oh man,
don't give me the raise your hand emoji. That is my least favorite emoji. The
is.
only one worse than the raise your hand emoji is this emoji. I don't like this emoji.
No, not a fan.
I don't like it. Anyways,
Armando, what emojis do you not like?
Speaking about things that go like this.
Some vegetables emojis I now don't care for.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see where you're going with that.
Vegetables or fruits?
There you go, Dave. There's your winner.
I'm not going to technical with this. There's swimsuits involved.
Pete, you put that Speedo on. You're in December, buddy.
You got a banana hammock, Armando? Whoa, he blushed, I think.
Nah.
He's definitely got one.
Well, it's not going to be a December or winter month then.
So actually, I was thinking if we did have Armando work with us to put together a box, like actually work with us to choose the baits and everything, it would definitely be a winter box, because you're gonna have soft water in the winter when a lot of our customers are not going to have soft water. So hey, you never know. That could be a thing that happens, because
I'm down for it.
Something I was actually thinking about this today, and yes, Josh and I are in the Midwest, Northeast, Rust Belt area, and a lot of our customers are too. But the fingers of Dark Horse Tackle are spreading far.
Tentacles.
And
for those of us with hard water, it's a great time of year to travel to somewhere that doesn't.
Yeah, and
Texas.
so maybe we can maybe we can work with you to put something together for our southern customers that have soft water. And listen, for our northern customers, that box is going to work for you as soon as the thing. As soon as the water gets soft.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm down for it. It's gonna be a lot of red crankbaits, red
You're gonna have to
trailers,
pose. You're gonna have to pose for another picture, buddy.
swimsuit edition.
Yep. Money
All
is
right,
the root
what
of
do you
all
want to
evil.
talk about the brochure other than the handsome dude on the
No,
front with
just
the
we
big
just
mask?
wanted to see you. That's all. I just wanted to see you. Actually, you know what? While
Those
we're
beautiful, perfect pairings.
While we're
Yeah.
at it, I am going to point out the perfect pairings. Obviously, it's kind of a, you know, we show you like the purpose of why we put
This is
the
our
things
suggestion.
together.
Yep.
And it's a suggestion. But if you wouldn't mind, Armando, holding that up one more time.
This end
Open
or
it up.
which-
Open it up. Show us the middle. I want you guys to notice that we have split the pack baits list from the box list. The first reason why we did that is because I'm tired of answering questions why certain baits aren't in a box when they were actually just for the pack. We split it to be a little easier to read, but the pack is changing. Josh, tell them about it.
So we have constantly tried to innovate the pack. The pack has been the redheaded stepchild of Dark Horse Tackle since its inception. It's just been, hey, we've got a box done. Oh, crap. What are we putting in the pack? So instead of taking baits that were originally decided for the box, we are going to just completely turn the pack into a presentation or a seasonal option for the time. Meaning, for example, a jig and 2 trailers. One trailer's bigger, so you can use it as a Texas rig. One trailer is smaller. You can run it as a Ned rig, or you can run it as they can both be used as jig trailers. Or let's go completely out there and just talk straight forage. We'll do a couple swim baits, a ball head jig, and then maybe like a crawfish or a stickworm. This direction that we're going with the pack, it's not perfected yet, but it's in a better direction than the pack has ever been.
We're adding a lot more purpose to the Dark Horse Tackle pack.
Yes, and a lot of things that you're going to get in the pack you will not get in the box. So if you want more Dark Horse Tackle and you're wanting not only the 5 to 6, 7 sometimes monthly baits in the box, you're definitely going to want in on the pack to get the 2 to 3 that are coming from there.
Ryan, you're making me thirsty, buddy.
I know, me too.
Shout out to Dustin Roy. Dustin,
Dustin's the best.
Yeah. Hashtag Dark Horse Tackle to enter the giveaway, Dustin.
So Ryan and I have actually had a lot of conversations about the pack, and if any of you are familiar with any kind of card games or anything else like that, think of it as a booster pack.
Yeah.
So you've got whatever you've got as far as angling goes and your lures and everything else. Well, with the Dark Horse Tackle pack, it's going to add a presentation to your skill set every single month. It's going to add a new technique, something to focus on.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes for some anglers, listen, the box is a lot of baits. And maybe you don't have as much time as other people do to fish. Well, with the pack, you can hone in and focus on one thing. And we feel like that's how
I use it. I have at the moment I have quite a bit of time to fish, more than most people, but I've done this long enough where I've become set in my ways. And I have the things that I really like, and then I will always try. I have to force myself to not gravitate towards the things I always do. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the pack for me. It gives me this other area to focus on and say, okay, this month I'm going to take this, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to mix that in instead of picking up a jig. I'll fish a Texas rig with these baits this month instead of doing the jig thing, just to rehone those skills or refocus,
or discover.
Yeah. or discover. Well, and that's the thing is
well, I mean, except for you, because you have discovered everything all the time.
You know it all. You've done it.
I don't. I'm learning every day. That's
why you have him on the podcast or your live show.
That's why I have a big like Rubbermaid tub full of water over here that I just like. That's how I spend all my winters. Is I just mess with baits in it.
Lies. It's full of Epsom salts. He's soaking his feet in it.
No, I got another one for that.
We got to
keep
these.
Brandon
Allen.
happy.
Brandon Allen's on the comment. Brandon, I actually bought a box for you, so don't worry about entering because I got one for you. He's a good buddy of mine, Brandon Allen here from Texas. I actually ordered a box for Brandon. So,
he was on the list. He was on the list.
All right. What is
I don't know what
Bobby's
STFU means.
That's lame. What is?
You don't know what STFU means?
No, dude.
Don't say it. Don't worry about it.
It means shut the heck up.
Oh, shut the F up.
Such a clean young mind.
What do you mean you can't take photos? Take photos. Take photos. Tag us. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, he's talking about work.
Oh. I'm lost. Anyways.
We got into a rabbit hole here on the comment section, but
that's good. That's good. That's engagement.
Yes. Love the engagement.
It's engagement. We love
Dustin,
that.
put hashtag Dark Horse Tackle on the comment section so I can add you to the giveaway.
I'm glad you're keeping track. I'm glad you're keeping track.
I'm keeping track. All right, what else we got on the agenda before we call it a day?
No, we already talked about that. I don't think I have anything else.
I don't think I do either, other than just reiterating all of the stuff that we have going on. You know, tons of new baits on the website. You'll get an email tomorrow about it. Tons of new baits on the website.
Actually, I do have something.
Go ahead.
So, just to reiterate, we are very close to our 5,000th order number on Dark Horse Tackle.
Good, because somebody just commented on it.
We're very close, okay? So, I want you guys to know that 5,000th order, that one, okay? Whenever it happens, it happens. And that person is going to get a $100 gift card, all right?
Boom.
And just also want you to know that if you're subscribed to the box, that also is an order number every month. So it could be somebody that just orders some baits from the site, or it also could be when the subscription orders come through on the 9th of October. And whoever hits 5,000 could be 5,000. So just saying, there's lots of ways you could possibly win that. No questions asked. Whoever is number 5,000, you will get a $100 gift card for darkhorsetackle.com to spend however you would like, except for on gift cards. You can't get gift cards with it.
There you go.
That's it.
That's
Armando, thank you, man.
No, thank you guys.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Even though you fired me, I love you guys.
Yeah, we fired everybody, man.
Don't take it personal.
You know how it is with stakeholders, dude.
I had to throw that jab in at some point. Nah, I love you guys. And I love what
we didn't want to. We didn't want to.
It's okay. You got sexy Wendell fishing doing your thing now. It's okay. I get it. Okay, whatever.
Sexy.
Truth.
You lost me at sexy.
Thank you, Dustin. All right. Any last words before we close this up? Oh, wait a minute. I have to pick a winner after that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pick the winner.
All right. Last chance. Anybody? I think I got everybody on the comment section.
Hashtag Dark Horse.
How are you picking the winner?
We got the Wheel of Fortune. Josh Shitwood is going to be our Vanna White.
Ooh.
Oh.
I just made that up, but sure.
Vanna White never did that.
He's got the most blonde mustache, so I mean, it's the same. Right?
All right. Anybody else before we? Who else? Lucas Flint. All right. Dave. Can Dave take part on the giveaway?
No.
No. Sorry, Dave. You're out. We love you though. You're a great dude, Dave. Love your last post on social media, but no. Lucas, all right, Lucas Flint.
My God, is that wheel spinning slow?
Well, hold on. It hasn't started yet.
Oh, it has. Well, it is spinning.
It is spinning, but it hasn't. I hadn't hit the. I don't know why I have to. Anybody else?
When you press the button, does it matter who's already on it?
No, I don't think so. We're about to find
I'm just
out.
curious if the arrow is already pointing at somebody. Like, do they have a better?
Here we go. Here we go.
God, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Corey, guys, is that Corey Geisenford? Corey Geisenford.
Yes, it is.
Woohoo!
Well, somebody from Texas. I'm happy about that. Corey, you follow me on social media. Corey, hit me up if you're not on the comments right now. Just hopefully you'll come back to us.
I'll tell you what. Corey, along with that box that Armando is going to send you, if you'd be so kind to allow Armando to send us over your information, I will email you a $25 gift card for
There you go.
darkhorsetackle.com.
There we go.
That is mighty kind of you guys. I really
Surprise.
appreciate that.
Surprise.
Corey's a great dude, by the way. Great angler here from Texas.
So don't forget, Armando. Make sure you. I need a name and an email. That's all I need.
Corey Geisenborn, and I'll send you the information as soon as I get it.
All right. This was fun. This was the first time we've ever done this live collab. It was pretty seamless.
Collab, yes. You guys been on the podcast.
Yeah, but not
The
like
famous
streaming.
Michael Magic comment from Andrew Hayes.
buddy.
That was a good one.
That's top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'll
only
never
beards
die.
and mustaches.
Oh,
Real
wait.
dude
Speaking of
pride stuff.
Speaking of beards, a lot of stuff is said about beards, and I don't think anybody has ever commented. And if they have, I've missed it. But Armando, your beard is like a work of art.
I appreciate that. Somebody did
We
comment.
like a well-sculpted man.
It's
I don't know
sculpted.
about
It's
that. If
it's
you're talking about a
sculpted.
keg.
It's colorful. It's got a lot of things going
Got
on.
that
for
salt
it.
and pepper. I'll take it.
It's,
There we go.
it's
Clumps.
good.
Yeah, Cam had my back. Cam said it before anybody else. So majestic is the word he used.
Majestic. I
like it.
I accept that. I
Thank you,
will
Cam.
also say,
I'm kind of sad you
Armando-
didn't win the giveaway now, though.
Armando, your beard is majestic.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's the reason why I'm Mr. September. I know
That's
you
right.
guys-
That's
it.
right. Like, listen, if you want to be Mr. September, you better have a beard, man. And
Gonna
it
get
better
a lot
be
of
as
lady
good or
angler
better than that one.
orders this month. Anyways,
Excuse me. Almost.
Happy Thor's Day, everybody.
all right.
Happy
What is
Thor's
that? What
Day.
is that?
Happy
Is that made of
Thor's Day.
like a horn or something?
Yeah, that's
The Viking
oxhorn.
stuff.
That's oxhorn.
These are 3 minion bucks.
Here is Zach. This is a Dark Horse Tackle, at its best. You got Zechariah with the Viking manly mug, and then Josh with the most effeminate
Minions are
coffee
not
mug
feminine.
you can ever.
He said effeminate. He actually said it. He said effeminate.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means.
Debonair. Ooh, nice peak.
Debonair. Ooh, I haven't heard that word in a while.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
Zach, use the word. Say it. I know. you
Dapper.
want to. There it is.
Dapper. Oh,
Zach
dapper.
loves that word.
Dapper.
That's a great word, dapper. Not used enough.
Dapper I would use it to demure. Look at this one. Ooh, I haven't done this one. I would say dapper to Ryan Parker's stash. That's how I would describe it.
Dapper.
Dapper.
Yeah. I give it that.
Thank
I
you,
give
sir.
It's dapper.
With all due respect from Duke of Wolf of Walmart, who also has a nice
They
stash.
actually have the same.
We're
They actually
twin-
have the
yeah.
same mustache. They have the same
Exactly.
mustache.
Yeah, we're
so,
twins.
So you never see them in the same podcast because they actually mail it back and forth between.
True
the two.
story. When Ryan Parker won his first trophy at Kayak Adventure Series,
It's the
I
man Dave
was
made a long
about
drive.
to send a message to Duke and congratulating him on winning. And I'm like, wait.
Wait,
no, it's Ryan
wait.
Parker. That's not Duke.
Which was your first one, Ryan? Why don't you point to it?
Yeah. Just show us.
That one. Whitehall.
I really thought it was Duke. I was like, I'm so excited. I'm like, oh no, it's some Ryan Parker dude. Sure, he's good. Don't
Not
know
the
him,
wolf.
but
Not the wolf.
not the
But
wolf.
the
but
wolf.
it was the same mustache. I
It
can't
was,
be
yeah.
convinced
Yeah.
otherwise.
The stash representation was there.
All right. Well, thank you, Armando.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
sir.
If you're going to be on the water, please wear your PFDs. And again, separate from the PFD thing, wish the best and the best outcome for what is it, Peyton Hughes, the gentleman who's young man
Yeah,
who's
hopefully
right
they
now,
find him, man.
unless there's been an update since we started recording that is missing. Kayak angler is missing in Toledo Bend. We hope the best outcome for him. Thoughts and prayers for the family. And again, we're really hoping it's the best outcome.
Yeah, and the
We'll
best
see.
thing you can do from a tragedy is learn from it.
Yeah.
That's the best respect you can give to it. So
Yeah.
make sure you learn from it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone. Ryan, it's great to meet you, man. I've
as
been
well.
trying to get you on the podcast by yourself without these two heatings so I can actually let you have your moment and shine.
Couldn't let it happen.
But, you know, we'll pick another time, though.
Sure. Thanks for
That's all
having
you
me.
said, sure.
Thanks for having me. Us. I'm yeah.
Not a few words.
I'm happy.
Like, sure, yeah. I don't know what you said, but sure. All right. Now, for real,
I thought it was about to go dark on me. I was like, I think we're out of time.
All right. Any last words before we close this up?
No.
I'm
nothing.
good.
That's it. Good night,
nothing.
everyone.
Thanks
Have a
again.
great night and enjoy the weekend.
See
Peace
you
out.
guys.